right? Right? Yeah. Toward the left, we have the Night Elf Neutron in yellow. And on the right side of Echo Isles, it is HawK playing a Mountain King first. We've been seeing this hero more and more in the last couple of weeks already in the Asian competitions, which you may have seen here on our very own channel. Seems to be the answer to the Mountain Giants. Mountain Giants, so damn powerful at the moment, but you have to keep in mind here, this is the new patch, which I think I should actually include into the overlay somewhere. I'm gonna do that after this game.
Forces are under attack.
Suddenly got pretty warm in here. Okay. So Keeper to start with. This is of course the hero that brought Neutron back into the limelight. With the new patch he started playing again after so many years, and with the Keeper he found quite a bit of success. It took the humans a while to adjust and to find the right answers, but just a few days ago, weeks ago, days ago I guess it is rather, it was TH on the old patch, mind you, winning the Thunder and Fire Cup from Doyu, which was really impressive. So what do we have here? Keeper Raz immediately going into the main, and the first couple of peasants are gonna start falling. The Scout Tower is far from finished, and good job here by Neutron creeping on the other side with the Archer and the Treants, and that gives him level 2, and now he has Entangle. This is very, very predictable though. Like, this is nothing new, this aggressive stance. The MK though, this is not too known really. Pendant of Energy of course for him, very, very nice. And he has the Shadow Priest in the main, one Abolish already used, Peasants safe for now, but that's at least 2 peasant kills here. 2 corpses that I can see. Minimum. Another resub here for 2 months by wait, what does it say? Ref Kraken. GG, well played. Back to Warcraft. My next Prime sub is yours. Just take it. Thank you very much. MK keeps on creeping. MK of course has to be played with an expansion. This is the new Echo Isles, by the way. It looks a little bit different. We now have a little island here on the left side as well as on the right side. This was changed in the newest version, in the newest patch of Warcraft 1.30.4, if I'm not mistaken. Where of course Night Elves have already been nerfed quite a bit, haven't they? Huntress is weaker, Keeper of the Grove weaker, and also the Mountain Giants. So this is pretty different from the last tournament we saw on NetEase, which is still on the old patch at the moment. It is kind of expected that they will be changing towards the new patch soon, but not yet. And this is a big pickoff right here by HawK. Oh, Neutron tried to go for the Berserker. It gets intercepted and taken out. That is really expensive of a loss early on. Especially early on when you have so few units to begin with, and now... What does he really have? Couple of archers here. Is there no expansion coming? There is a tech and a Hunter Soul and double Ancient of War. Okay. Seems like he's gonna be all-inning with glaives on tier 2. Something that Neutron liked to do already in the early days of the patch, and with the Alchemist Keeper combo was very deadly. But the Alchemist Keeper combo has become quite a bit weaker. Entangle now lasts less time on heroes, and also the Acid Bomb does less damage. So all in all, Night Elves have certainly received quite a few nerfs. Staff of Teleportation, we saw players like Foggy using that very well. In the Doyu Thunder and Fire Cup, Moon Juice is looking mighty juicy. And tier 2 is done. Alchemist is ready. And here we go. What can he find? How far along is the Mountain King? The skill build, by the way... Oh, wait. What does it say? 1 Stormbolt and 2 in Clap. We've been seeing more and more Clap from the humans. This really seems to be the answer against Night Elf, against Mountain Giants in the super late game. Side here with a 3-month resub. Pork Champ. Thank you very much. Once again, Keeper into the main. Level 2 Treants here, which Neutron really didn't used to be a fan of in the past, but now seems to have changed his mind somewhat. Nice defensive line here, though. This is looking like football. By the way, did you guys watch the Super Bowl? I didn't. I couldn't find a stream for it, actually. But everybody seems to be complaining that it was super bad, the Super Bowl. So it seems like I didn't miss much. Alright, decent damage here from the Keeper towards the main. The tech certainly delayed with this one, but also now the human force moving in towards the main base of the Night Elves. And the MK is almost level 4 already. Staff back from the Keeper. Is he gonna eat a bolts around right away? Not really. MK doesn't have much here to begin with. This looks more like a distraction attack. Big clap coming in though. And the first archer gonna die easily. MK level 4, more claps coming in. Dude, these claps against these archers have been looking so strong throughout numerous tournaments now. He's got another one, and that will be an archer kill if he pops it right there. Holds on for to the mana for now. Going for the Alchemist. He's almost surrounded. Can he staff him out? Can walk it off. Wasn't quite surrounded there. Quick dispel against the Entangle, and... wow. Neutron took one hell of a beating here. This MK is so strong in the early game. As long as he has the mana, and of course, with the Pendant of Energy, has plenty of spells to use. Looking for a Stormbolt surround here, perhaps. Stormbolt's there. Surround attempt. Not quite able to close it, though. The Keeper a little bit too fast. And may get a return kill here, finally. But pretty much all the archers are dead. I think a single one survived only, if even that. Another tech is starting. And, like, what's Neutron really doing? It seemed like he used Entangle perhaps on the wrong footman there. This mid-game is falling apart, it seems like, for Neutron, dude. Not looking too hot right now. Here come the Glaives. But the Glaives, they seem a little bit late. We saw this in the Thunder and Fire Cup as well, by the way. Attempted Glaives attack. One base all in pretty much against the expansion. Didn't work. The humans were just too good of a position. Clarity and Regen Scroll here nicely healing everything back up. Even Rifleman coming in. Rifleman, a pretty good answer against the Glaive Throwers, and he can't even cancel the Clarity. Oh, okay. He gets one hit off, but that's 60 more experience for this Mountain King. And once he's level 5, the fun truly begins. With a clap level 3. Also on tier 2 he's going to have a second hero of choice. Probably the Blood Mage, I think. Maybe. We'll see. Or the AM. Ah, no, most of the time it's the AM, actually. Archmage usually is the choice. Archmage tier 2. And of course mana potions also will become available, which is so powerful with that Pendant of Energy. Is the AM sound a little low? I think it's a little low, right? I'm gonna turn it up. Usually always have it turned down when I'm playing ladder. MK dangerously close now to level 5. And Neutron starting to creep with Glaives. Never sure that that's the best use of him. This is a very one-dimensional army. This army has to splatter everything to bits and kind of kill this expansion. He has 2 attack upgrades on them now. Glaives, by the way, also have been nerfed again on this patch here. And here comes the Mountain King. Going for the Keeper right away. He's pretty squishy. He's only half HP anymore. No boots though on the MK, but he's still in range for the Stormbolt. Can pop it right now. And there it flies. And now the Keeper's almost dead. Can he stab him out? The clap finishes him off. I didn't think it was gonna be enough damage, but it certainly did end up being enough damage. And now the Alchemist is next on the list. But he's leaving him for now. He's going for the Glaives instead. This MK rising up to level 6 here pretty quickly. And these Glaives, man, it's just, they seem so underwhelming nowadays, especially on the new patch. Neutron has always been a big fan of these. I told you before, but I don't know that they are the units to go for anymore, to be completely frank with you. The Alchemist. Can he finish him off as well? He doesn't have the mana for the clap, but a few more right clicks would do it. Oh my god, the Chemical Rage just barely gets him to safety. But the Moon Juice is dry. The potions are still in stock, but not too many, I don't think. And this MK is just having a field day, dude. Nobody can deal with this Mountain King. Oh, nice block here. Keeps that Glaive alive, actually, but it's just... I don't know, man. It doesn't seem to be leading to much. And this MK, just completely fearless. Still has a lot of consumables, rather, in his inventory that he can pop if he wants to. So much gold, of course, for HawK. More than 1,000. As he has that expansion, has had it for so long. And no harassment at all was found over here. It's just the MK with the early level 2 clap just completely destroys the archers. And then there's no real transition for the Night Elf. You lose all the archers and suddenly you're in a world of trouble. AM joins the party. Water Elemental first. We've even seen some Brilliance Aura first for the MK support. It's looking rough for Neutron. This first map doesn't seem to be going his way.
Player's forces are under attack.
Alchemist will survive. Thankful for that Ring of Protection here. That has regened him so many health points. Alright, Keeper's back. As long as you have a Keeper, you have a chance? Question mark? I don't know. The chance in this first game here for Neutron isn't too great anymore, to be honest. Tier 3 is coming up, and Triple Griffin Aviary. Ooh, baby. This is exactly what TH played against Moon, by the way, in the final of the Doyu Thunder and Fire Cup. It was on this map here as well, but Moon decided to play a counter expansion, unlike Neutron here. But still, Moon ended up losing. Holding on so well, so impressively, for so long against TH. Alright. This is looking a little desperate by Neutron, but what's he supposed to do? He can't take it slow. This Expo is getting more and more gold. Starting off with Dragon Hawks, of course, you need tier 3 for the Griffins, so you can't go for them just yet. And losing the Aviaries here is actually quite a big loss, because this is basically his instant win. Once he has 3 Griffins, this game is probably over. So Neutron has to do critical damage, perhaps has to win the game before the Griffins come out. Can he do it though? Invul popped, claps coming in, the bolt onto the Alchemist, he's stunned, and he does die! Before the duration of the stun is over, the Alchemist falls, and that is finally a GG. And the 1-0 for HawK, getting another hero kill here. Oh my god! He just completely demolished Neutron. That was a little rough. Wow. HawK, of course, is also kind of going for the Dragon Ball Z approach. He's practicing with weights on currently, practicing on Neddies as well, which is the old patch, which is harder to play on, obviously. He also plays on Battle.net, but he's playing both versions at the moment. And we have even more support coming in. What the hell, guys? You are so generous today. That's kind of crazy. We have Slamka Che reselling for 11 months, KX85 for the 5 months, and Easy with a €50 donation. Oh my god. Yo guys, let's double the prize. Alright. Alright, if that is your wish. Alright, this €50 has now been added to the prize pool. I guess we can go with that for tonight. Everything that goes into the prize pool will go towards the winner. I just have to tell the players. That's a good idea. Easy, thank you very much for that input. And Runeblade14 with a 6-month resub. I'm pretty certain I subbed already for 6 months. I have the badge too. Thanks for the stream and have a good evening. Thank you very much. So, Neutron down now a map, but he's got plenty of good Night Elves maps still remaining. AZ comes to mind, Concealed Hill comes to mind, and AZ in fact will be his choice immediately. Not too surprising. The Zephy with a 2-month resub. Poggers, did somebody gift me? Apparently they did, maybe? And Ralphus with a 6 months as well. Finally back to Warcraft time again. Thanks for streaming. Thank you very much for tuning in. And yeah, it's been a little bit since we had our last stream. Of course, usually we cast during midday time, you know, afternoon maybe, for the Chinese tournaments. But yeah, during the time of the Chinese New Year, there is a bit of a lull sometimes, or usually. So at the moment, not too many tournaments happening. On the weekend, by the way, we are going to have another event. It's going to be the Ugri 2v2 challenge, which... Oh my god. Why is my computer lagging so hard? Yeah, the Ugri 2v2 challenge on Saturday, I think it is. Saturday evening. Yep. And Sunday as well. Starting 5 p.m. CET. So for that, definitely we're going to be back. What's the map pool? Alright, for you, dear sir, who's so interested, gonna post it in the chat. It's basically WGL, but Twisted Meadows is out and Turtle Rock is in, because I think Twisted Meadows is a little too random and too bad for human. That's why I adjusted slightly. Nummer 2 also with a 7-month resub back to Warcraft for life. I hope there will be some tournaments in time. Thanks for the good work. Thank you very much for the sub. And yes, there will be more tournaments. Yeah. I've heard from sources, but nothing official yet. But yeah, wait for the Chinese New Year to be over and stuff. But then it's gonna start picking up again. Alrighty. We have map number 2 now. Neutron really has to win this one. This is the Night Elf map number 1. This is where you're kind of not allowed to lose. It's just so good. It's so unbelievably good. Like, I mean, obviously you can lose, you know, if your opponent, the human, is playing really well, which the humans have been getting better and better. But if you have any hopes of winning the series, you kind of have to win here. It's just too good. Jumpstart to level 2. Easy level 3. Boom Entangle level 2. Kill all his stuff. Don't let him get to level 3. Get the Alchemist. Kill more of his stuff. Never let him get to a good army. Kill his stuff. Kill his stuff. This is usually the way it looks. If everything goes according to plan for the Night Elf. The interesting thing here is, what's HawK gonna do? It's very predictable what Neutron's gonna do, most likely. Hopefully not Glaives. I think the time for that meta is over. It's his favorite unit. But, you know, I love the Frostworm. But, you know, it's a new day and age. You can't play Frostworms anymore, dude. The meta is too fast for that. You don't have time to go for Boneyard and everything. Oh, the lightning shield! Oh. Okay. No, he denied it! Neutron. With a bit of a slip up here. More than just a small one, to be honest. He does have the treants. Oh my god, if the footy gets the last... Oh my god. The footy got the last hit, boys. Oh, that's so bad. That is so bad for Neutron. This is supposed to be his map. He's supposed to be level 2 by now. He's supposed to be creeping this with Entangle easily, and then this, or the other way around. And then he's level 3. And then he's gonna dominate the early and mid game. This is the way this is supposed to look, but HawK's just playing too well. And Neutron is making a few too many mistakes, to be honest. And HawK probably realizes, okay, you're not level 2 yet, I'm gonna pressure you now. You don't even have Entangle, dude. What can you do? And he's continuing to slow him down. Let's take a look at the techs here. Oh, there's a late tech though, right? A bit of a late tech, not too late. But he's taking a camp away from the Night Elf. Not supposed to happen. Again, if Neutron had Entangled here, this would be 2 dead footies. This camp would belong to him. This would be level 3 and then some. Finally gets level 2. But so damn slowly. Level 3 AM before level 3 Keeper. Not supposed to happen. It's so important, guys. Getting the experience early. Hitting your level timings when they're supposed to be hit. Deny on the footy. Oh my god. Dude, HawK is playing out of his mind right now. Peasants finished creeping the camp over here. He's gonna lose a few footies here, maybe. Denies it again. What? These humans have been getting so good at denying, dude. It's unbelievable. I wonder if the Doyu Thunder and Fire Grand Final was a bit of an eye-opener. TH kind of destroyed Moon in that Grand Final. And so he showed that human, even on the old patch, can win tournaments, can win the series, even against the best in the world. You just have to play absolutely amazingly. Without mistakes, always doing the right thing. So, very hard to execute indeed, but it's doable. And HawK at the moment is doing a really good job. This is a lot of archers, by the way. This is 6 archers. Hunter's Hall is coming, though. Gonna get... Look at this. He got like barely any experience. Oh yeah, update the score. Whoops, I forgot about that one. Normally it's Neo who's in charge of doing all that. So, always takes a little bit of getting used to. HawK now waiting for his own alchemist here at the tavern. Pretty sure it's going to be the alchemist. Pretty much what we've been seeing in this matchup over and over. Alchemist yourself, go for the acid bomb and diminish the archer numbers as much as you can. And the keeper is supposed to be level 3 right now. He's supposed to have the alchemist of his own. That was a nice split though against the acid bomb, I have to say. Denied again. Wow. Dude, HawK has gotten so many denies in this game. It's kind of amazing. And Neutron in trouble again. Alright, this is finally a big kill, if he can get it. And I think he will be able to. But it's gonna cost... Oh my god, he's not even getting that one.
A player's forces are under
wow.
town is under siege.
Keeper couldn't go for it, he was just too low HP. A few more right clicks would have killed him. And he's not getting any more 40 kills. Alright, silver lining time though. Neutron at least has all of his archers still alive, none of them have fallen. Healing up now for the keeper is gonna be very, very expensive though. Moon Juice is looking good for now. But it's gonna turn daytime soon, and he's not gonna have much juice left. Now the archers here, by themselves, trying to distract, or trying to delay, rather, the human. Alchemist found a replenishment. Wait. We're on old Amazonia, by the way. Alright, this is not my fault. Neutron hosted this map, so, on the new Amazonia, it's Claws of Attack here, but we're on the old one. I am not to blame for this, okay? This is Neutron hosting right now.
A player's forces are
and this is exactly why I would have loved to have some admins here. 100 kg, where are you? I missed you. Alright, finally some more experience. Still no second hero for Neutron, by the way. Alright, now there he is. Finally arrives. A little bit late, perhaps. But he does come in time. Is it in time, though? Neutron needs to find some kills. First priest is out, no adept training yet. HawK knows there's an archer here, it turns daytime, boom, another kill for HawK. He's lost a couple of footmen this game, but that's totally fine to begin with, and he also denied them with the AM so damn well. Adept training is coming in, then he's gonna have the dispel against the entangle. And Neutron is playing this passively. He's supposed to dominate this game, man, especially on AZ. He's not found his groove yet in this series. I hope he can turn it around. Would hate for this to be a one-sided 4-0. That would suck. But no, he's a strong player. Should be able to fight his way back into this. And HawK just continues to creep. This is exactly what the human wants. Just creep, 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 get high-level heroes, get a big rifle army with upgrades. Don't get harassed basically until you're at 55-60 supply, and then it's time to fight. Also level 2 aura, I mean, on the lower 4 AM without any interference. And now the Night Elf just continuing to creep. Not what you want. This army, which is gonna be consisting of archers and dryads, gets completely slaughtered by a rifle caster. Is it gonna be time for bears? Alright, haven't seen those in a while. Recently it's all been about mountain giants, of course. But that's the old patch. We are on Battle.net. This is the new patch, which I still have not included into the overlay. Which I really have to. Alright, we're moving into the main. Wisp at the laboratory. Might it be time for a Zeppelin, perhaps? We're gonna have a bit of a base race. Who can do more damage more quickly? Could this be Sapper time as well? Into the main, towards the peasants. Neutron is going right away, but no. HawK says, I don't need to take this risk. Don't need to go for this base race. I'm the stronger player. As long as I don't take too much damage here, I can carry this through to the late game. And win there. With my tier 3 as well, by the way. Which HawK is getting now, starting to deny the first couple of footies. They have are not really too valuable anymore, to be honest. Most creep camps, by the way, have been taken. Uh-oh. Forgot about the bear. That's not an illusion. Almost looked like an illusion. It died so fast. That's an expensive loss. Neutron really having issues finding his footing so far in this series. Good thing though about this series is it's a long series. It's a best of 7. If you mess up at the beginning, it's not that great, but you know, there's always chances to come back. HawK here with only 50 supply. Doesn't even have to go into upkeep, and already he's able to take these red camps. 2-0 upgrades on the rifles. No more coming. Workshop instead, and once again, Neutron heading towards the main, much like game number 1. Game number 1, though, he was really forced to do this. Going up against an expansion, having to look for an engagement sooner rather than later. Killing off a couple of peasants here, which is alright. But with that now, more teams can be produced, and HawK still doesn't have to go into upkeep. Neutron, of course, can't really hope to win a fight right here. Call to arms being used, so this is going to be very expensive, actually. With the peasants off of mining for so long, but Neutron, man, he has so little here. Gets out of that little block with the force of nature. That was pretty cool, summoning the treants. Looking for more. I think nothing has died. No, okay. We see a couple of peasant corpses. So he killed a few of them. So decent economic damage done. Comes at the cost of 1 TP and 1 Dryad. Not too expensive. That was definitely worth it. So, nice distraction attack. But, like, if he had an expansion behind this, I'd say, alright. Excellent move. But as it is, on only 1 base versus 1 base, not so sure that it's working out too well. And the hero levels are starting to become a big problem. As you can see now, a beautiful overlay. Keeper's only level 3, Alchemist level 2. Whereas here we have 4 and 3 already. With 2 level ups right around the corner, by the way. Lumber now, quite the issue actually, with so many peasants dying earlier. Another attack could kill quite a few more peasants actually, but fragmentation shards is coming in. And the next rock golem will be going to HawK, and that's gonna be, is it level 5 AM? It might be. Oh my god. 5-4 heroes. The Cloak of Flames not too bad at all on the Alchemist. Don't sell it. No, he sold it! Against the bears this would have been pretty nice. But then again, you probably don't want to tank the damage. Rather want to be able to move, go to the back line, use the heal spray and stuff. But it looks so cool, man. But okay. So Neutron's army here now, pretty big. 58 supply. Coming in against the 58 of HawK. Home field advantage though. He has the MK third, I mean, of course. Coming in, it's going to be Clap for him, most likely. What does the overlay tell us? Stormbolt! Oh, okay. I certainly thought this was going to be Clap. I guess not, though. But how is Neutron supposed to fight with these hero levels? 5-4 against 3-2. That is almost as bad as it gets on this level. And now he doesn't even have the supply advantage anymore. 57 for the Night Elf against 66 for HawK. And this is kind of looking like the Death Ball army. How are you supposed to fight against this? 2-0 upgrade still only. HawK can't really go for any more upgrades because of all the peasants he lost earlier. Neutron making good use of his night vision advantage. He saw the human army leaving, so now he's going in where it's gonna hurt. Kind of difficult to run in though. These farms, really smart. It's gonna make the advance onto the peasants very difficult for these bears. Have to go the long way around. Really beautiful base layout. by HawK, and this time he's not gonna fall for the bait. He's gonna go for the counterattack because this time he has mortar teams with 2-0 and inner fire, basically 3-0 almost, and decent armor as well. Neutron has to defend here, has to fight now. His movements are gonna help him out, but are they gonna help him out enough is the question. Mass Wisps have to be coming in. These water elementals, oh, that's a lot of experience. Going down right away. Good start to the fight here. That's going to be level 3 for the Alchemist as well. He's going to go in with the Chemical Rage, and it's a lot of bears over here. Okay, perhaps this is doable. 1-1 upgrades on those bears. Wow, the Lightning Shield instantly dispelled. HawK so fast with this, going for his own Lightning Shield, but dispels it himself with the invul. And the bears, they're holding their ground here fairly well, to be honest. HawK has to kite backwards. His Alchemist is dropping lower, has to be careful. But he has good inventory still left. And now here next to the shop, he is holding his ground. He's going for his own hero kill, going for the Alchemist now. But he is not going to be able to get it. Invul once again popped, keeps him safe. But the bears now all slowed up. He doesn't have the dispel against it. He doesn't have the dryads. They would be good against water elementals and for dispelling the slow. But against everything else they would suck. So actually Neutron decided not to go for them. And the mortar teams here still adding so much pressure to this main, but also the rifles, man. Don't underestimate their damage. Yes, it's only piercing against fortified armor, but it's not to be underrated, especially against the bears. Water Elemental in the front, tries to tank. Nice movement by the bears, not just clicking, but running past the Water Elemental. Many of them at least are. Can he find the kills? He needs to find these kills. Anti-magic running in again is the Alchemist. Entangle on the Alchemist now of HawK side, but especially Neutron has to be careful. He's almost dead. He has nothing to save himself with. The staff was on cooldown. The second hero is dead, and many bears seem to be following him to the grave very shortly after, as one after the next is falling. Level 2 already on this Mountain King. Everything's dropping low. The fragmentation shards really hitting home right here towards the backline. We have a couple of Dryads coming in, but as I said, other than Dispel, they don't do much. GG is called. And that's the 2-0 for HawK. Alright, so let me add this into the overlay. So we have increased the prize pool to 100 euros. And the version is 1.30.4, right? I think. Alright, next map's gonna be Last Refuge. Of course, it's loser's choice here. So again, Neutron gets to choose. And LR will be his choice, which usually is considered a pretty good human map. But he may feel comfortable on it anyways. So who are we to judge? Duskworks with a 17-month resub. And Eroberer Beatzeps with a 5-month resub. Yo Remo looking fresh with a beard. Thanks for the cast. And Tilted Up with a 12-month resub. There we go. First of hopefully a lot of years of fun together with this beautiful piece of childhood memories. Let's keep growing this just like our beards. It's a lot about beards tonight for some reason. I thought I was gonna shave it off, but you guys are encouraging me a little bit at least to keep it. You know who, by the way, the last time when we were at BlizzCon, I also was growing a fairly big beard, for my standards anyways. I was trying to, you know, to see where it leads, how far I could let it go. Yeah, just to see for how long I would basically like it. And there were some people who were complimenting me on the beard, and others were fairly critical of my beard and said, it doesn't really suit you, to be honest, maybe you should shave it off. You know who was the most critical of my beard, by the way? It was Grubby. When we met at BlizzCon, he's like, "Hey, Remo, man, how you doing?" You know, friendly as always, as he is. And he's like, "Oh, I already saw you on stream a couple of days ago. You're growing out your beard even more." And I was like, "Yeah, you know, I'm just trying to see where it goes. I'm trying to see how long I can grow it, and it still looks decent." And then I'm paraphrasing here somewhat, but he said something like, yeah, I think you kind of passed that point already. And I was like, okay, thank you for your candor, though. But he said it in a very nice, grubby way. But yeah, Grubby's not a fan of the beard, actually. Thank you very much. I am Wiesel84 with a sub, and also DKF Koi with a 2-month resub. Greetings from the RBTV community. Thank you very much, guys. All right. Back to the game. Back to the best of 7 at hand. It is HawK with a 2-0 lead, looking pretty damn impressive so far. Even more subs coming in. Jesus Christ. Ninjin Sin with a 10 months, but now we do go in game. Let's hop in. I appreciate that they keep their colors, by the way. Makes it a little bit easier for me. Keeper of the Grove it is once again, no surprise here. What's in this altar though? MK is all the rage currently, but very hard to execute on a map like this. Close to impossible, I would say. So instead it's gonna be the Archmage. I don't know if it was HawK who came up with this opening, but we have kind of started calling it the HawK opening. Where you go for creeping this camp first, and leave very early with the AM to run across the map to be aggressive against the Keeper. To abuse the fact that he goes for Treants first and cannot really deal with harassment as he would need Entangle to do this. So I'm amazed that Night Elves still haven't adapted and still are going Treants first. And again, this is exactly what's happening. Summon the Water Elemental, maybe put in a couple of hits, and then run across immediately to harass as quickly as you can. I like the footy here as well. Trying to slow the Night Elf down even more. But the AM seems to be a little bit late. I feel like we've seen this. Oh, the big boy's still alive though. If HawK gets all of these last hits, it would be disastrous, but no. Neutron gets the first one. Now he only needs one more for the level up, and that's it. And this is already not exactly the way that the human would want it. Finally, a good opening for Neutron. As he's gonna start getting some footy kills here. Here's the first one. Entangle and the archers. And the Treants. So powerful right here. This might be the next footy killer. Not sure that the damage is gonna be enough, actually. Oh, nice footman block. Really, whoa, really good footy block. Wow. Dude. Okay, misses it there towards the end, but still very well done. Is not quite gonna result in a kill. But that was pretty damn good there for a few moments. Tech is coming in on both sides. This time even faster from the human. Of course, in contrast to AZ and Echo. Maybe Echo, especially AZ. You don't need as many peasants for the first camp, so that means you can tech faster. Shop coming up, Blacksmith coming up, Macro is lining up here for HawK, who is now level 2 himself, getting the High Priest. But this is definitely gonna be a few footies here falling. Archers, though, don't want to reveal themselves. They are pretty squishy, even with the new patch, of course. And this time he doesn't hit the deny. As I said, a much better early game this time around for Neutron, and he needs it as well. He kind of got slaughtered in those last 2 games, to be honest. That one, though, was denied. No experience here for the Keeper. Waking up the creeps, trying to force another ensnare on the footy. Oh, well done. There won't be too much damage onto the footman from the creeps and the archers. Well done by HawK here, forcing these archers away, pressuring them with the AM and the water element and the other footmen that are not ensnared, entangled I mean. Making sure they don't get too much easy damage out. So what's happening here? Other than tier 2, we have the shop coming up with the Hunter's Hall coming up. Hunter's Hall a little late, perhaps. And HawK's just confident, playing this on one base. From TH, which I keep on mentioning TH so much, but he definitely is the new benchmark of human versus Night Elf. Having won that Doyu Thunder and Fire tournament. Again though, that was an older patch. We are on Battlenet, we are on the new patch 1.30.4, as finally you can see in the overlay as well. And HawK is coming in here for the creep jack. It's going to be a big acid bomb. Oh, nice splitting actually. Again, Neutron is really good at splitting these archers away, so not every one of them gets affected by the acid bomb. One of them falls. And I think it was denied. Because otherwise, like, archer is 40 experience, so I think this is from the creeps. That 24. Rifles, of course, coming, and casters. Rifles and priests, actually. But what's coming for Neutron? Glaives again? Question mark. Mountain giants? Bears? Those are the possibilities. Alchemist still the second hero of choice. May have been nerfed, but still good. As the Keeper is gathering more and more experience. Once he hits level 3 here, that's really gonna be him hitting his stride. And this is where, ideally, you would love to find the rifle kills. These are the most important ones. And yeah, deciding ones to get. Forcing a TP out here from HawK. Is that even gonna be good enough to save the rifle? He's still taking tick damage from the acid bomb. He may still fall here. But of course, could have cost him even more riflemen had he not TP'd out. And this rifle, oh, is not gonna die. Will survive, but that TP is gone and is gone forever. Item to be picked up is the Greater Invul Potion. Very nice here for the Alchemist. Is he even gonna be in so much trouble? I don't know. But it's certainly not too bad. Not a Greater Mana though, which would have been the dream. HawK moving out again against the level 2 Entangle, but there's only one Entangle right now. He wants that kill. The Priest is healing against the Entangle damage, but not quite well enough. So the first Rifleman falls. But the Keeper, very low mana now. He's gonna have one more Entangle soon, but after that he's gonna be dry for the foreseeable future. So he's gonna need to get back to the Moonwells. Moon Juice is looking pretty good though. Like about 60% overall, I'd say. Tier 3, double lore. It's gonna be Mountain Giant time again. But a few Dryads are getting thrown into the mix. Of course, gonna have great utility with the Dispel. But as far as actual fighting goes, they're not gonna be too helpful. So, Chevros donated 5 euros, further contributing to the prize pool. Just a heads up before the beard talk just now, I literally just linked this stream to a friend of mine specifically so she could see how fantastic your beard looks. She now thinks you're drop dead gorgeous, best stream, best dude. Wow, that's a very nice message of you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm not sure about the beard yet. The thing is, it's starting to get so long, it's starting to be a little bit uncomfortable, you know? So, we'll see, we'll see. Okay. HawK, though, has kind of recovered after the early game. It wasn't a bad early game by any means, but it was worse than the ones previously. And still, this is not looking like the dominant Night Elf mid-game that we used to be seeing. Look at this. We have HawK moving across the map. Does he even have a depth training? Okay, he does have a depth training, which is of course very important, but he only has 2 priests. That's not too many. First couple of entangles coming out, and of course now the Dryad Slow is very good for finding these kills. But HawK is playing with so much confidence here. Who's gonna get the big Ogre Magi? Not sure about the experience, but the item certainly went towards HawK. He's got the Wand of the Wind and the Healthstone now. From this laboratory and his own. Almost level 3 on the Alchemist. Archmage is pretty far away from level 4 though, to be honest. So is it MGs or bear time? Bear time again. The European approach. Even on the old patch we saw a lot of bears from the European Night Elves, whereas the Night Elves from Asia quickly transitioned to the Mountain Giants. MGs though, of course, nowadays not broken anymore. Because they were broken as their damage block reduced to only 1 damage as opposed to 3 damage, the way it was intended. Has been fixed since then. And they are back to 7 supply, I think, right? Yeah, they are. So, yeah. Big nerfs on the MG, so not too surprising, I guess, to see the return to bears here. From Neutron, at least. Right? First big creep camp here for Neutron. He's really been struggling in this entire series so far, it seemed, to get his levels up. He needs level 3 on the Alchemist. Gets it here. Medallion of Courage. Not too bad at all. More strength, more intelligence. He can make good use of both of those attributes. HawK's coming in for the creepjack, but of course there's a ramp here, which I assume most of you know, so he's not gonna know about the Night Elf being here for quite a while. Now he does though, but the creep camp is dead already, but HawK is feeling strong. He's gonna be shooting up from the low ground, which is gonna result in some missed chances from these rifles, but so far no misses seem to be coming in, and it's only 2 bears here really, which isn't very scary at all. And that bear will make it away. But the AM now, almost level 4, Alchemist. He's far away from a level up, but has an amazing inventory. This is the dream inventory. He even gets a ring now, which is really good. I'm so glad HawK finally appreciates rings of protection. Didn't used to do that for the longest time. And with the bears, it always seems like when you're on low numbers with them, they don't really do much. Once you get to like 5, 6 maybe, then it can be an overwhelming amount. And once you catch up to your opponent, they can really start wailing on you and getting that DPS in. But of course, if you go for that high upkeep, for that high supply number in the upkeep range, it's going to give a lot of time to HawK as well. I haven't looked at HawK's main for a while, but I'm pretty sure he's heading to tier 3 already. Oh shit, he's tier 3 already! Wow, that was really fast. I thought he was gonna be like maybe 30% or something. But no, that's a super fast tier 3 from him this time around. Workshop again. Don't think he has a mortar team yet. He's still sitting in no upkeep for the time being. Gathering as much gold as he can. What do you find here? Ring +3, oh yeah. Not too bad actually for the Alchemist. And we're splitting the map now, kind of. The 2 players creeping in the corners respectively. Which I guess they're both satisfied with. But now HawK, he's gonna force a response. He's gonna be attacking into the main base. Ancient Django, by the way, one of the best items he could have... Probably the best item he could have found here on this map. There's a Zeppelin... What is going on? What? Neutron has 2 Zeppelins. Alright, saw that a little bit late. Sorry about that. I guess he wanted to drop the main at one point. Did he try to go for the Zeppelin staff trick? Like, load into the Zeppelin and then staff yourself home? Maybe he did. Didn't quite work though. HawK here is still in no upkeep, so I'm not sure that he's too eager to actually take a fight, but he's threatening one. Forcing Neutron to go into upkeep as well, but Neutron, yeah, he started production, but he's cancelled it again. He's not gonna fall for that cheap little trick, as both players here are holding on to their resources. 50 supply, 50 supply. And the map has almost been entirely crept at this point. AM 4.5. No upgrades here, no hero level. Upgrades really around the corner. Oh wow, Pan of Energy. That's really nice. Gonna give that to the Alchemist, and now the synergy with the Greater Mana is absolutely amazing. That Greater Mana effectively restores like 400 or something at this point. Probably even more. Can someone in chat do the quick maths right now? John Bambo, resubbing with a 6 months. He says, "Hi Remo, are you a Mouse Hazu fan?" I used to be, definitely. Absolutely. The best German undead for a long, long time. I'm pretty sure the most successful German undead of all time. I think he was more successful, prize money wise, than X-Lord was. I actually met him at BlizzCon as well. Of course, he's a professional Heroes of the Storm player nowadays for Team Liquid. And I think he finished like 3rd or 4th or something. Oh my god. Is this flying machine gonna get the kill? It's 3 attack upgrades. Oh no, the Zeppelin is slowed! Oh my god. Make it to the mainland! The mainland! Make it to the island at least! Oh shit, this is so stressful. Ooh. Wait. He can't get out. He doesn't have a TP. He has to get a new Zeppelin now. There's another one in the main base. He wasn't expecting that flying machine. MK third once again. Neutron is going for some cheeky plays. Alright, he's trying to delay here as much as he can. He needs to get the new Where's the Zeppelin? Wait. He's stuck. Oh no! The second Zeppelin has been found as well. Uh-oh. Neutron has to buy a third Zeppelin. No, wait. I can just staff over here. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. He staffed onto the island. Not a very friendly island, by the way. It's impaled corpses over here. There's a headless man over here. Like, it's pretty brutal what's going on the islands here. This seems to be peaceful island.
The player's forces are under attack.
Don't know about this one, though. Alright. We have P-Town Sen with a 3-month resub. Whoop, whoop. Remo in jail. No, Remo at home. And casting our best of 7 here. Once again, it's looking pretty good for HawK. Neutron honestly has had some serious issues getting a foothold in any of these games. And this is the perfect position for the human. Like, if the bears here run into this bottleneck, there's no way they're winning that fight. 71 supply against 63, by the way. Hero levels once again in favor of the human. Not as badly as it was before, though. Not at all, honestly. But the MK here might be the difference maker. Wisps have to be coming in for the detonate, but a lot of the casters in the back still have mana. Very healthy on the mana, even. And the bears, they just can't find the connection. They're going up against the Mountain King, but it's only level 1 hero. If he even falls here, it's not going to be too bad. Okay, one rifleman falls to the side, and the MK falls as well. Transferring the invul, but not popping it fast enough. Decent start here to the fight for Neutron, but he's losing so much in return. He's trying to force the TP out here from HawK's Archmage, and he will be successful in this attempt. As so many of his units, oh my god, are barely clinging on to life. Woo! And now he's praying for more moon juice. Expansion over here, though. I kind of didn't see that until now. But the flying machine did. Because HawK is on top of this game. This flying machine is kind of the MVP so far, man. Almost winning the game with a Zeppelin above the water. And now scouting the expansion as well. AM here. Oh, Keeper. Very aggressive. Can of course afford to do this with no MK alive. Oh, there's the MK though! He didn't calculate it right, and I thought the same way he did. I thought the MK was still dead. Neutron had that expansion. Was once again trying to go for the delay tactics, but not successful. GG. And the 3-0. Okay. This is turning out to be a lot less close than I hoped it would. Come on, Neutron. Time to strike back, please. There's 100 kg in the chat, man. How you doing? 100 kg along with HawK and Cash was just recently in Berlin at the MTW offices, where of course HawK and Cash have been signed. Oh, that reminds me. I still want to check out that Cash versus Grubby show match. Gonna do that later. Alright, 3-0 now though. It's looking dire for Neutron. It's winner takes all, by the way. Second place gets nothing, which is a little rough. But we started out with 50 euros, and I thought splitting 50 euros, like 70-30% is kind of weird. Thanks to you guys, we're at 105 euros now. And it seems like it's gonna be going HawK's way, unless Neutron can come up with a marvelous comeback here. I certainly hope so. At least one map. At least one map. I hope. As we are heading to Northern Isles next. It's gonna be our map number 4. Here we go. Thank you very much, Human Wreck, with a 10-month resub. Interesting thing about Northern Isles, by the way. Interesting thing about Northern Isles. This map has newly made it into the competitive map pool. Is also on ladder, of course. This map was not made by Blizzard or any Chinese creators, but rather, I don't know where he's from, but he's from the Western scene. He's part of the Hive Workshop crew, you know, modding guys, whatever. And he's making new maps. And today, actually, as coincidence would have it, he contacted me asking for feedback for a new map that he's made, which is called Crimson Valley or something. Something with Valley. So he's continuing with his modding work, with his map making work, which I think is excellent, because this map is really, really good. I was really critical of it at first. Only one shop in the middle of the map. I'm still not a fan of this. I think this should be a laboratory, and these two should be shops. I think that would be a lot better. Also, no merc camp is a little bit questionable, but other than that, I think this map is amazing. I think this map is close to perfect. Really, really like it. It took a while for me, for this map to grow on me. Kind of like the album Damn by Kendrick Lamar. And as we all know, that's one of the greatest albums of all time. Not sure if this is one of the greatest maps of all time. Well, it's definitely top 10 maps of all time, so I guess it is. Maybe top 15. So yeah, really good job. And yeah, he's continuing his modding work, his map making work. We saw 2 new maps with this one and Concealed Hill. Concealed Hill probably not as good as this one. Concealed Hill seems to be a little too favorable for some races, some scenarios. But yeah, long story short, he's continuing his map making endeavors. And hopefully, in the future, he's going to be providing even more awesome maps for us to see in the competitive map pool. Alright, so much for map making. Now let's head into this game and see what's going on. Standard creep route so far by HawK. This was also what we saw from the Night Elves right away. This always seemed so powerful. You get level 2 right away, you get a big consumable right away. But you don't really open up the counter expansion potential. This is the way that Moon used to play, with big success, by the way. Or has been playing. And still is. Not so successful against TH, but against everybody else, he played this very, very well. And yeah, ending up in great results for him. But Neutron really seems to be way more aggressive than this. I have not seen a single counter expansion, right? I mean, we haven't seen too many expansions in the first place here. Not from HawK either. Not going for this one, apparently, evidently. But rather going for the fast tech. I think it was 2 peasants lost, right? But once again, keeper dropping low. Can't find those footy kills too easily here, as it seems. Archers coming in. We're gonna have 3 joining him here any moment. Alright, he's gonna get this footy, but... oh, is he even? He is. Or rather, the AM is, as once again, he denies the experience. And the keeper, still far away from level 3. Tele staff time again, I assume. Sells the Scroll of the Beast? What? That could be so good later.
A player's forces are under attack.
And the downside of starting off with this creep camp into harassment right away is also you're slowing down your level 3 by a lot. Which I think may not be so preferable. The level 2 entangle, once you hit it, is so powerful. And if you use that in conjunction with the Alchemist later on tier 2, you can pretty much kill everything. Sentry wards here coming in handy, revealing the archers, but quick reaction by Neutron keeps all of his little archer girls alive. And now he also knows about the sentry ward, can de-ward it later if he wants to. 2 sentries right next to each other, by the way. Because he popped that one down first, and then later on he realized that one may have actually given detection over here, but whatever. Nice footy block. Oh my god, HawK. He's playing really well so far in this best of 7. As you can see from the 3-0 scoreline. on the footy. Not even going the predictable way home, so the keeper can't find him. My goodness. And now he's stealing a camp away from his opponent's side of the map, with the keeper wasting so much of his time just chasing after this one measly footman, not even getting it. AM himself getting closer to level 3. A lot of archers again, though. And it's going to be second hero time soon. In fact, he's already here. Alchemist says hello, and now some footy certainly will be falling. One of them at least fell, as the keeper doesn't have the mana just yet. And HawK seems to be making it away again. Tier 2 finished for him as well, and here's the Alchemist second. Rifleman starting to join the battle. Especially those here HawK would prefer not to lose.
A player's forces are
Keeper once again zipping up from the Moonwells. But this is going to be some of his last Moon Juice. It's going to be hitting daytime very, very soon. Oh, the Lightning Shield is coming in somewhere in Germany. Neo is Craigasming right now, as it's dealing decent damage to the archers. Can't see him though, and perhaps a bit of an overextension by the Archmage. Forced into a TP, only really getting one, or I think it's 2 archers. Seems like one archer died here, one here. And there's a footy corpse over here. So 2 archers killed, but also the TP gone now, and this is really scary.
A player's forces are
AM low HP, TP gone, no dispel yet. Sanctum seems a little bit late. Perhaps he forgot about that for a moment. Holding on to the Regent Scroll here until finishing the camp. Also, a little greedy, perhaps. But now he's gonna have perfect value. Feels good, man. But in the middle with the Treants. Neutron is taking out the marketplace and gets the best item he could have found, the Mana Stone. Want to say Pendant of Mana for some reason. What's in the shop? Oh, you can't see it, unfortunately. Claws, Invul, but he's not purchasing any of them. Too expensive, he says. Once again, the AM. Ooh, it's a little bit scary. Wait, is it Treants level 2? This looked like Entangle level 1, didn't it? Ah, he's level 2 only. Not even level 3 yet! These heroes continue to have a tough time finding their decent levels. And I think it's this level 2 harass that is to be blamed for this. I don't know that that is the best approach anymore. But now, Neutron might be finding some valuable kills. If he gets this Rifleman, this will be a good one. But the archers once again forced away immediately, as they're being pressured by the Water Elementals and some of the Footmen as well. Mana Stone consumed early, going for the AM, but there is a health potion. And with that, the AM will be fine. A little bit scary there, but now we have the Priest for healing as well. And that will be primarily on the Archmage. Continuing to creep this camp. It's going to be quite a bit of poison damage here. Also a little bit scary. Once again, staff back into the main. And again, the Keeper juicing up. But still no level 3. Still only level 2. It's just such slow progress from these heroes every single game for Neutron, unfortunately. Heal spray. Healing up this army nicely, but still, like, poison damage over and over from the creeps and from the enemy Alchemist. It just seems like Neutron's timings are off a little, I think. If he was to rush level 3 Keeper and then use that with a level 2 Entangle, I feel like he would perhaps have better chances here at edging out an advantage early. Which is pretty much how Night Elves were dominating this old patch. Not this patch, but the previous patch. For so long. Getting an advantage early, finding kill after kill. Probably expanding behind. And just... and never letting the opponent get to where they want to be. And HawK is getting very close to where he wants to be. He wants to be at 50 supply. He wants to have a bunch of rifles and casters. And then later on go tier 3. The 4 Footmen here have actually started to become a bit of a liability. We may see him denying them soon. But HawK here even going for tier 3 before he has the perfect 50 supply army. And without a TP even. That's pretty risky though, right? He has 1 priest. Like, Entangle Acid Bomb combo could just kill his AM, actually. Well, it's a little bit risky here what HawK is playing. But Neutron is in no position to punish this. And, I mean, position, not that he's far behind in this game, but just on opposite sides of the map. From the red camp. Wait. What? What was the drop? I think he picked up the item, sold it back at home. Didn't see it in time. Whereas over here, it's a Legion Doomhorn. Very good Unholy Aura now for this human army.
A player's forces are under attack.
As we're just continuing to creep. Bears again, still no mountain giants. Seems like the new patch. Yeah. Has nerfed them quite a bit. As of course was intended. Thank you very much, Chaco, for the host. And thank you, RYM, with a 24-month resub. 2 years hype. Hell yeah. And a new sub badge. Everything coming together beautifully. For HawK, at least. As well as RYM. Not so much for Neutron. He is still struggling here, I would say. We're at 50 versus 50 supply, so he hasn't lost before that point. That would be truly hard to do. But once again, 4-4 heroes here for HawK. He's getting to his perfect army. He's getting his tier 3 ready. Not quite there yet. But getting very, very close indeed. Upgrades 2-0. And decent lumber for another one perhaps later. Neutron once again going for the attack into the main. The second tower isn't up yet, so this is probably going to force a TP. Or just, of course, walking home. The Unholy Aura here is helping out quite a bit with this. So with that, HawK is going to be able to respond to this fairly quickly. A couple of peasants have fallen. This is going to trigger an early TP. I thought he could look for more kills there, but in the end it was only the tower in construction and 1 or 2 peasants. But of course also time. Forcing HawK back. Getting more time for more upgrades. It's going to be a 2-1. That's pretty good. It's really good, actually.
A player's forces are under attack.
No workshop this time. We've been seeing plenty of workshops here previously by HawK. Not in this game, though. Thank you very much, Quiz2K with a sub, and the Will Q with a 7-month resub. Inventory here for the Alchemist is looking very nice for the AM. Also not too bad. Some more right-click damage. The Alchemist here for Neutron looking rather poor. And the Keeper, alright. It's got the pendant. Is it going to be shopping time from the marketplace? HawK is in no upkeep. He's banking a lot of gold here. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Did he buy the scroll? Or did he have the scroll? Oh, he buys the Warsong Battle Drums. Holy crap. That's 500 gold. Woo! But also now +3 on the rifles. Oh yeah. And perhaps later he can even go for the True Shot Aura. And it's gonna be +6. Oh baby. Yurko with a 9-month resub and Budza with a first-time sub. Thank you guys very much. Alright. Is this gonna be the fight that decides this series? Is this gonna be a quick 4-0 for HawK? Neutron, 57 supply. HawK, only 50! But this looks like a lot of 50 supply. A lot of peasants, of course, died early. Once again, the Wisps coming in for the detonate, but they're not really connecting with the priests. They're still high mana, but HawK says, no. I don't want to fight here. I don't have my upkeep yet. And he lost 2 rifles, right? I didn't even see the first one. But corpses don't lie, so I guess 2 rifles fell. But that allows for the MK third and for more upgrades. It's gonna be 3 attack upgrades on the rifles. Plus the command aura. Or the Warsong Battle Drums, rather. Neutron right now, though, with quite the supply lead. Is this going to be his one time to take a favorable fight? It seemed like this entire series he hasn't found a single favorable engagement. Alchemist for him, almost level 4. Keeper is level 4. Of course, there's plenty of priests. So, doubtful that the Keeper's going to be too impressive in these battles. 2-2 on the Bears as well. Do we have more upgrades? Nope. Neutron's kind of spending all of his resources. Alright, seems like he's walking forward. Looking for the killing blow. The knockout blow. And HawK doesn't seem to be ready for this, really. He's not even in upkeep yet. He has no information. Footy now is going to scout this. Is he going to realize that this is a massive army? Level 4 for the Alchemist. Now HawK's going into upkeep. Here we go. 53 supply for him. Inner fire as well. But not that big of a force. Only 3 riflemen. They are super buff, but it's only 3. It's never looked so good for Neutron in this series as it is looking now. His best chance to win a map here. Militia coming out, trying to help out here, and Neutron's retreating, is walking back. Is still not taking the fight. HawK's chasing. Down 10 supply, but here we go. Back in with rejuvenation and everything. Scroll of the Beast coming in. Oh my god, plus 13 on the Rifleman. Scroll of the Beast, Inner Fire, Warsong Battle Drums. These guys are super buff. They've been juicing. And now the Bear's gonna die as well. The staff was still on cooldown, I think. For just a split second, apparently. But I think a Footy died, a Peasant died, whatever. But it was 1 bear for 1 Scroll of the Beast. He's gonna take that. Neutron's gonna take that. You don't want to fight against that scroll, dude. It's too scary. But now we also have more teams coming in. Okay, no fragmentation shards yet, but they're coming right now. He just went for a shredder. Super late game shredder. Usually we see it earlier, but this is gonna mean, of course, he's not gonna have any lumber issues anymore very soon. Whereas HawK, he's pretty low on the lumber. No shredder for him. No more upgrades really for him. But he's already got 3 attack upgrades. And of course, Inner Fire. He's gonna have Invis soon as well. Neutron getting above 70 supply now. And yeah, still 2-2 upgrades. Oh, Wellspring really late, wow. Normally we see this much earlier. But now he's gonna have it. It seemed like HawK there was almost too greedy. Going for the middle, buying those items in no upkeep. That expensive Warsong Battle Drums. I was scared here for him to crumble right next to his base, but was actually strong enough. 2, 4, 6, 7 bears. This is certainly a very respectable number. The Dryads, though, they're gonna be an issue once again. They don't really provide much anymore. Outside of the Dispel, of course. The Dispel is always good, but the right-click damage, very underwhelming, and they die extremely quickly to the mortar teams, of which now we have 3. Oh my god. They're gonna get Inner Fire as well soon, so they're gonna be plus 16. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my god, those Dryads are gonna pop like crazy. Keeper here needs to be a little careful. Stormbolt plus slow could be his end. Keeper, what are you doing? Invul bot, and does he have to use it right away? MK trying to reach. Once again, the aura is helping him out here, but no. Keeper safe. Staffed out by his friend. Best friends ever since 1.30. Keeper and Alchemist. Uh-oh, Dryads. That's not where you want to be. Have to retreat. Okay, we're gonna have a big, epic battle here, guys. 76 supply for HawK. 76 for Neutron. Who does this favor? Upgrades, pretty similar. 2-2 against 3-0. but with more auras for HawK. Alright. Ancient of War even coming in. Doesn't look like he's surviving for too long, though. Oh, Ancient of War dies really fast. Alright, here we go. Bears need to connect with the backline. Oh my god, the first bear almost died immediately. 40s are starting to fall. We have the heal spray coming in here. The bears are trying to find their targets, trying to connect. But it just seems like they don't have enough damage. Oh my god, these bears are just melting away. 3 already forced out of the fight. The Shredder is gone. There's just too much damage in this human army. Are you serious? He may get the MK, but he doesn't even quite get him in time. He's blocked by his own mortar teams, and the Mountain King level 2 dies. That's a big loss. But everything is falling for Neutron. Are you kidding me? No invul popped. Everything just melted away. And I'm afraid Neutron is right here. He turned out to have no chance in the end. HawK definitely a step above the Night Elf today.